Ukraine and Russia, I think you're going to be looking at the neocons, Bolton, Pompeo, Max Boot, and these guys.
And Glenn, there's an interesting parallel here because you have Trump all during his administration in one form or another fighting the deep state, and Zelensky actually is fighting the deep state in his own country as well, because a lot of the Poroshenko people are still around and have their hands on the levers of power for now. Does his mandate give him enough strength to really start pushing things through? Because irrespective of what he thinks about Russia, relations with Russia, he knows that having bad relations doesn't help Ukraine.
No, definitely. And, well, he has unprecedented power in Ukraine because they always had two parties or two sides and very fragile leadership. But now it's very different. Like, Zelensky holds parliament, he has the presidency, obviously. And the opposition is weak. On one hand, you've got the radical nationalists, which were backed by the West, who are now marginalized, the Poroshenkos, and then you have the opposition bloc, which much more favorable to better relations with Russia, but they've been purged over the last 5 years. So you have a difficult situation now. And so, well, he has all the power to do what he was elected to do, but as you mentioned, much like Trump, reminded of Milton Friedman's The Tyranny of Status Quo, because you're going to have bureaucrats, politicians, and beneficiaries who have a certain interest to maintain.
And these outspoken NGOs setting their own red lines for what Zelensky should and shouldn't do, and Western-backed NGOs, by the way.
Yeah, because he's still very much dependent on the United States, though, and the US-driven IMF on all his loans. So this, no matter what he wants to do in foreign policy, and especially with Russia, he's going to have to, I guess, get the okay from the Americans. And I do agree that the United States, especially Trump, might not view Ukraine as favorable as his predecessor. However, there is more or less a recognition that it will be in the strategic interest of the US to have a clean break between Russia and Ukraine, essentially separate completely and have it aligned more with the West. And if you end the conflict in Donbass, that little spoil of war might be lost. So it is quite possible that it's not in America's interest necessarily for Ukraine and Russia to solve its differences. And Donbass,
of course, that's their modus operandi. It always is here. Dima, Zelensky has opportunities here, at least on paper, at least according to law. Will he be bold enough? Because in the past, I kind of scoffed at his idea of being chaperoned in meeting with Putin. Now I think maybe that's not a bad idea, because that's the icebreaker. That's how you get things started. Whereas Zelensky doesn't look like he's completely selling out, and he feels that he has support abroad, because he certainly has it at home. But there's no doubt about that. And that would be a segue forward for Ukraine and Russia to start talking normally to each other.
Well, I'm afraid I'm going to be the most pessimistic person here, because Yanukovych also had popular mandate. He won the election in 2010. No one disputed it. This time Russia disputes it because our observers were not allowed, because there were 5 years of anti-Russian terror in the country. Now it's a different thing, this election is slightly disputed, but Zelensky's aide is saying, oh, Mr. Zelensky, Mr. President, he's not going to meet Putin alone. He's going to have adults, with him, who will tell him how to solve the problem. Well, we know who the adults are, right? And the suggestions from the Western press, what Zelensky should do and what he's already doing, the main thing is to start selling land to foreign customs. This is something that even Poroshenko balked at. And this is exactly what IMF wants. Also start privatizing utilities.
You're absolutely right. I mean, selling out Ukraine, and that's always been part of the agenda here. But there's one thing they have to resolve is the energy relationship, because we have Nord Stream 2 coming online very soon. We have the Southern Pipeline as well. I mean, Ukraine, under Zelensky, has this very small window between now and the end of the year to resolve some energy issues with Russia, or Ukraine will be completely shut out of the European market.
First you have an avalanche of lies in the European media, in the American media. They all keep saying that Russia cut supplies of gas to Europe in 2009, and that for that reason, Gazprom may not get the permission, from the European Union to operate.
How is that even logical
Well,
when they want to have a pipeline from Russia to Germany?
And Russia's paying for that.
And Russia's paying for it.
and building it basically alone. Well, the truth is, in 2009, the Ukrainians did not pay for the gas. They did not pay their debts. And when